Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Dio Nuruddin, and today I would like to share with you guys my experience about Nigerian passport. It's not easy to get a Nigerian passport, guys. It's not easy. Even if you are already a Nigerian citizen, I mean, you already have a passport that expired, and you just like to renew your passport, or maybe you have a child and you want to get a passport for your child. It's really crazy what's happening in that Nigerian embassy, guys. So today I'm going to share with you the best way. I mean, I will share my experience with you guys so that if you are trying to get a Nigerian passport or you are trying to renew your passport, you know how to go about it easily. So that's the purpose of this video. This is it finally, guys. This is my Nigerian passport, and I can share the data page with you guys. You can see the inside. That is it. And yeah, so that is it, guys. So it took me like 3 attempts to get this passport. I went to Nigerian embassy 3 times, and I've been living in Germany like more than 5 years. I've been living in Europe for more than 10 years. So when I got to the embassy on my first attempt, I mean, 5 years ago, when I renewed my old passport, when I went there to renew my passport, it was much more easier. I think maybe it's because right now there's COVID-19, and also there's this information that the Nigerian embassy workers have been changed. So right now we have a new ambassador, and we have new set of people working there at the embassy. So probably this new set of people are, they are really different. So because the last time I went to the embassy, it was much more easier. You don't need to book any appointment. You just go there, and if you're lucky, if you go there very early, like they open 9 o'clock, if you get there very early, they will renew this passport for you. So, but if you get there late, maybe they will tell you to come back the other day. That's how it was then. But right now, it's completely different, guys. It's totally different. So my first attempt, I mean, normally you go to the website. I'm going to share I will show you guys the website. You go to the website. When you get to the website, you go to the so when you get to the website, Nigerian Embassy Berlin, you go to the forms and fees page, and from there you can find the passport guidelines. It's an external link. So when you click on the passport guidelines, it takes you to portal.immigration.gov.ng, portal.immigration.gov.ng. So when you get to this website, you go to the first menu is passport. You go to the passport. In my case, I just had to go to apply for passport renewal. That's what I clicked on. So when you click on this apply for passport renewal, it's gonna take you to this application form page, where you select your passport type. Of course, you select standard e-passport. Then you choose a processing country. So in my case, I wanted to go to Nigerian embassy in Berlin. So I chose Germany. So when you choose Germany, it gives you this notification, please note the Consulate General of Nigeria Bonn is currently not issuing passport, blah, blah, blah. So what they are trying to tell you is to select Berlin, because only in Berlin you can get this thing done. So then you go down, you read some information, some other important information. You go down, then you select start application. That's when it takes you to Innovate One. Innovate1services.com. INNOVATE 1 services services.com. So when this is like a body, it's like Nigerian government outsourced this application thing, the payment, everything to this company. This is not owned by Nigerian, I believe. This is it's not owned by the Nigerian government. So it's like a private company handling this thing. So this company, according to this website, is located in number 5 Onitsha Crescent off Gimbiya Street, area 11, Garki District, Abuja, Nigeria. It's in Abuja, according to them. So this is the company handling the application and the payment system if you are applying for Nigerian passports. So this is the people handling it. So the thing is, on this website, it's very difficult to make payments after you apply. Like, I couldn't. My card didn't work on this website. My credit card, I tried 2 different credit cards. None of them worked on this website. I don't know why. They require you to send them your statement of account of your credit card, which includes your address and the credit card number. Of course, you have to block it. You have to block a part of it. I did it and they rejected it. They said they cannot find my billing address on the statement of account. Of course, my bank doesn't provide that. I would have to go to the bank. You have to make termin with the bank and they have to print it out specially for you. And that time is, I have to go to work. I have a lot of things I'm doing. There's also COVID-19. You can't just go to the bank easily nowadays. It's really difficult situation right now. So that was not an option for me. I had to ask somebody to help me with the payment, or I have to find some other option of payment. So that was the first problem I encountered with these people. And there's nothing like, normally in Germany, if you want to pay for something, you can always put they call it sofort Überweisung. It's like instant transfer. There's always an option like that on most of these websites where you can just go there, you log into your bank account, you transfer the money to them and the money just goes through. You don't need to use your credit card or whatever. But this website doesn't accept it. So I think they are just processing the Visa, the credit card, the MasterCard or whatever. They are processing it by themselves, They are not, normally they could handle this, they could give this payment system, they could use a payment system from a reputable company, a much more international company, like Visa, for example. They could use a payment system from Visa and just, implement it, integrate it into their website so that the only thing they will be receiving is the payments. They don't have to process it by themselves. If you use an international payment system, it's easier for visitors of your website to come from any country in the world. So this international payment system can work with most countries. But you don't have to just deal with people with just Visa card or MasterCard. This is what they are dealing with. You have to have a Visa card or a MasterCard, and if it doesn't work, you have to provide them your billing, your statement of account of the credit card. They have to confirm this is your credit card, it's not stolen. I understand why they are doing it for security purpose, because in Nigeria we have a lot of criminals also that would like to pay for such a service with a stolen credit card. So that's why they are doing it. But still, I believe there's a better way for them to do it, to allow people like me that would like to pay, but my card is not working there. They should give me different options. I have paper, I have credit cards, I can use bank transfer, but nothing like that. Credit card, and if it's not accepted, that is it. So I don't want to go too deep into this side. So I couldn't pay. That was my first problem. So after you make the payment, after you fill the application, you make the payment, then you now go on the Nigerian website. Now you go back on the Nigerian Embassy website. Then you look for appointment. That's when you look for the appointment page. So let me quickly go to the appointment page and that appointment is where the real that's where the real deal is. Appointments, yeah. So this appointment is embassyberlin.appointments.ng, EMBASSYBERLIN dot APPOINTMENT.ng. So when you get to the appointment page, book appointment, then you have to select the number of person you want to that is applying, or number of, so In my case, I choose one person. I click on next. When you click on next, then you are required to put your email address, the date of appointment, the appointment type, the first name, surname, mobile number, country of residence, passport number. Now, this is where the problem is, guys. This website is always fully booked. Even after you've made the payment, even after you fill the form, you fill the guarantors form, you filled everything, to book appointment is close to impossible. Yes. All right. So on this appointment page right now, I'm recording this video. Today is 3rd of October. So now October is fully booked. Everything is red. November, fully booked. Everything is red. December, also fully booked. Everything is red. January, fully booked. Everything is red. That is it. That is it. No appointment. No appointment. So now back to my story. I got to the embassy, my first attempt. I was told by the man at the entrance, I'm not going to mention his name. I was told by him that I should go to this website and book appointment if I want to renew my Nigerian passport. I mean, after filling the application form, after the payment and stuff, go to the website and book appointment. But the thing is, the appointment page is useless because it's always fully booked. And this man will tell you there's nothing. He told me there's nothing he can do. I mean, I drove 5 hours to get to the embassy, woke up super early, took 2 days off from work, went to the embassy, and what they will tell you is you have to go back home, go on your computer, and try everything you can to book appointments on this website. If not, there's nothing they can do. I mean, that is it. So I try to explain to them, like, my passport is about to expire. That was 2 months ago. My passport I have 1 month left before my passport is going to expire. If I don't renew my passport, I might lose my job. And also, I have a lot of important things that needs me to have a valid document. If I don't have a valid document, it's going to be very difficult for me to earn money because of my other side businesses. So this guy was like, it's not his. I mean, there's nothing he can do. So all you have to do is you go back home. So guys, if you are watching this and you're thinking of going to the Nigeria embassy without an appointment, don't even do it. I mean, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. As in, you go, as you go now, so you go come back. They no go attend to you. You no go even enter the embassy. You just be at the entrance. You be there fighting for your right and stuff. And it doesn't matter. The last time I've been there several times, and anytime I go there, I see people outside. I see mothers with babies. I saw people that came from far distance, people that travel like 11 hours, 12 hours to get to the embassy. They always send them back home. They don't go inside. If you don't have an appointment, you cannot enter Nigerian embassy. Are you listening to me? Yes, okay. So, how do you get an appointment? That is the trick. So, in my situation, I told them I must renew my document because if I don't renew it, I'm going to lose my job. And I mean, I don't want to go into all the drama that a lot of dramas happen, you just have to fight for your right. So finally, I was at this embassy like 5 o'clock because they close I think their closing hour is 4:30. So I was there like till 5 o'clock. And luckily, I spoke with one of the workers. His name starts from Y. I'm not going to mention his name. I spoke with him, and this guy told me, if you would like to renew your passport, you need an appointment. And if the appointment page is not working, it means you have to get a letter from your employer stating if you don't renew your passport, you will lose your job. So I'm listening to my story very well. So that's what I did. I called my company. I explained to them. Of course, they couldn't understand what I was talking about. I called my company. I explained to them, I need a document from you guys that my job is at risk. So my company provided me, because they need me, they provided me a document stating, of course, I was going to lose my job. So after I got this, after my firm sent me the letter to my email address, I printed it out. I went to the embassy once again, and I showed the embassy that this is letter from my employer, and I have like 2 weeks left. I must renew my passport. I need an appointment. That was my second attempt. So when I got the guy at the entrance told me the letter is fake, that they needed a letter headed paper. So guys, if you're going to get a letter from your employer, you have to make sure it's a letter headed, well documented paper. So if not, they're not gonna accept it from you. So I had to call my employer, and I told them I need a letter-headed paper that is, much more presentable. So they prepared it, sent it to me. I sent it to the embassy, of course. I sent it to the email address, and after several attempts, I was trying to call them to let them know I've sent them an email. All right, welcome back, guys. I had to take a break. So there's this special email address in case you have an emergency situation with the Nigerian embassy. Maybe you need your Nigerian passport or whatever. This email address is etc@nigeriaembassygermany.org. etc@nigeriaembassygermany.org. So this is the email address if you are in emergency situation, like your passport is about to expire, you want to travel, or you're trying to contact the embassy, nobody's responding. If you send an email to this email address, they are going to respond to you. But the problem is, I don't know. Yeah, I finally met the guy in charge of this email address, and to my surprise, this guy is unprofessional. Okay, so this guy told me to send a letter from my employer stating the reason why my situation is emergency. Of course, that I was going to lose my job. So I sent an email to this guy. Instead of this guy to tell me through the email address to reply to me like, sorry, we need a letter headed paper, with your company name and stuff. We don't need just a text from the company and their signature and stuff. We need it to be much more professional. This guy refused to reply to my email. He was just redirecting me to the application page. Anytime I send an email to this guy, to the embassy, of course, but this guy is in charge. I think his name is starting from T. I'm not gonna mention his name. He knows himself. If he's watching this, he knows. He's full of. So this guy would send me a copy of the. It's not even, normally you have to address somebody like, oh, Mr. Dayo, we've received your email address. We'll get back to you shortly. Or, oh, Mr. Dayo, please, this email address you send, the document you provide is not looking genuine. It looks fake. So please provide us a letter-headed paper that is looking much more professional and stuff. He's not gonna tell you this nonsense. This guy will just read that. He's just going to copy a page from the appointment page with link to the appointment page, paste it there and send it to you. No address and nothing. So he's expecting you to go back to the appointment page and try to book an appointment, which is something I've explained from guys. I'm trying hard to explain this situation to you guys. If you don't go to the Nigerian embassy and face them, if you're trying to call them or send an email to them, you have to make that email super professional. And they are not even going to respond to you if they don't want, They will even respond to you if they want. It's not, okay, forget it. So, luckily, I was able to get this letter-headed paper from my employer, and I took it there with me to the embassy because they were not picking my calls and they didn't reply to my email also. I called them like 16 times at a point. Nobody picked my call after the woman hung up on me while I was trying to explain my situation to her, like my passport was going to expire and I need it renewed. So she hung up on me, and since then I couldn't speak with anybody. Anytime I called, they would just tell me the line is busy. It means they blocked me. Nigeria embassy. So on getting there, I printed everything out. Then that's when I found out they needed a letter-headed paper, a much more professional looking document. That's what they need, not the normal email my company sent to me that I just forwarded to them. So I called my company that I need a professionally looking letter-headed paper. My company prepared it and sent it to me. I sent it to the embassy. While I was there, then I told them they should check their email. So the guy printed it out, came outside to me again. Meanwhile, this was my second attempt to go to the Nigerian embassy to renew my passport. I was always stopped at the gate, even though I traveled 5 hours to get there. 5 hours to go, 5 hours to come back, which is like €100 to that cost me for transportation. Apart from feeding, accommodation, or whatever that is also included. Just transportation cost me €100. €100 in Naira is like 40,000 Naira. So that was my second attempt after spending about 80,000 Naira on transportation alone. Finally, this guy came out and he told me, okay, we are going to accept this letter-headed paper. It's acceptable, fine. So now I moved on to the next stage. And the stage is I have to wait till they consider my situation and give me an appointment. Because of course the appointment page is not working. So they told me, the guy told me, okay, now I've received all your application, I'm going to forward it to the next office above me, and they are the one to decide if they are going to accept your plea, to renew your passport in an emergency situation, they called it, or not. So don't forget, the application page is not working. If you have anybody that has done it, please comment here. I have tried to do it. I gave this website to a lot of my friends. Nobody could book any appointment. They will tell you to go there in the middle of the night and while everyone is sleeping and see if somebody canceled his or her appointment so that you can enter this slot. That's what they will tell you at the embassy. But we both know it's bull crap. So luckily, 3 days later, I received an email from the embassy that they've considered my plea, and they gave me an appointment for 30th last month, which was 3 days ago. And that was it. That's how I got an appointment, guys. Letter from employer, and you print out everything, you take it to them, you give it to them. If you're trying to deal with Nigerian embassy through email address or telephone call, it's not gonna work. You have to go and face them. So that's how I got an appointment, and that's how I got into the embassy. But there are other people, of course, that didn't go through what I went through. I mean, I met a lot of mothers, coming with kids, and they got inside. I met a lot of families that got an appointment and went inside. How they got the appointment, you don't want to know. This video is not meant for that. I believe you know what I'm talking about. There are people going there every day. There are a lot of families going there every day, and they found their way somehow. Not like I did. I think in my situation, very few people pass through what I passed through. I mean, very few people go through my process to get to the embassy. Very few, maybe I don't know, maybe 5% from 100%. The remaining 95%. So that's how I got the appointment, guys. And except you have any other means, I mean, people get contacts, to go through this other means 95% of other guys went through or they are going through. You need a telephone number to go through this means. I don't have that number, so I had to fight for my right, and luckily I got the passport. So this takes us to the third part of my story. Now I'm going to share my experience, all the how the embassy workers attended to me, and what you should expect when you get to the embassy. Stay tuned. So guys, now that I have shared my story of how I got the appointment and how you can possibly get yours, if you listen to me at carefully and attentively, there are two ways to get an appointment with Nigerian embassy. The website, you can forget about it. Even there was a situation whereby on the website I found a free date on the website. It was a date for December, and I was trying to select this day. I was trying to select it, and I was trying to book an appointment for this date. It didn't work. I mean, only this date. Everything else was red. Only this date was blue. I couldn't book it. I even called my friends. I called like 3 people to help me to check the date and see, maybe it's my telephone or maybe it's my laptop. I tried to book this date. It didn't work. Then I sent an email to the embassy. I called them, then they didn't pick, of course. So I sent an email telling them this day is available, but I can't book it. What is going on, guys? So it was like a day after I sent that email that I got an appointment. I got an email from the embassy that I've been given an appointment date. So I don't know how, So guys, the embassy workers, most of the time everyone talk about Nigerian government being bad and stuff. Now I'm going to share my opinion about Nigerian government. Government is made up of humans, people like me and you. Like they would, while we were in secondary school in government class, they would say democracy is government of the people, by the people, for the people. I don't think Nigerian problem is from the government. Nigeria problem is from me and you, from the individual, the people that made up the government. Government is not, they are not just ruling over themselves. They are ruling over humans, over Nigerians. So those guys working at the embassy, I can tell you guys, only about 20% of them should be working there. 80% of those guys should be replaced. They are unprofessional. I don't know how they got that job. I've been living in Europe for almost 15 years now, and I can tell you, I'm a graduate. I study automatics and robotics. I'm well learned. So those guys working at that embassy, they are treating people like shit. I've seen a mother, sit with breastfeeding baby outside the embassy under 33 degrees. It was hot on this day. I had to go and give her umbrella myself. I gave her my umbrella from car to just, cover her baby and breastfeed this baby. This lady was trying to get a passport for her child. And of course, she was there till 5:30 and she couldn't go into the embassy. Nobody offered her just a simple water to drink. What they will tell you is there's coronavirus, and we're counting the number of people that were allowed to let go inside. I have my passport already, guys. I got it. It was hell for me. Believe me, I went through hell to get this document. The last passport that expired, I didn't even use it once because I didn't travel anywhere and where I would need visa. I have German card, so I don't really need passport to go around in Europe. So the way these people are treating Nigerians, it's just inhuman. It's unbelievable, guys. These workers at the embassy will humiliate you, they will abuse you, they will let you know you are nothing. These guys are like God. You have to worship them to pass to get any favor, any help, or for them to even advise you on a little thing you have to do. Like my situation, for example, it took help before I found out I needed a letter from my employer. On getting there, somebody could have easily told me, or they could put it on the website, like, if you are in a situation whereby you might lose your job because of your passport expiring, because of the expiring date of your passport, do this, bring this document, and we think over your situation. Nobody's saying that, The appointment page is not working. I remember telling one man, a Yoruba man, the first day I went to the embassy, and this man was telling me to go to the appointment page and try and keep refreshing this page. This man was telling me this is what everyone is doing. I should go back to the page. I should keep refreshing the page until I find an available slot. I have things to do, guys. Even though this Nigerian website was my favorite website for like a week. Anytime I wake up like 4:30 in the morning before going to work, I would go to my telephone, go to computer, try and refresh the page and see if I can book an appointment. It was impossible. I was doing this for a complete 1 week. Anytime I have break from work, I'm doing it. On getting back home from work, I'm doing the same thing. Nothing. It was not working. Forget about it. It's not working. I was telling this guy, I am a web developer myself. You guys blocked this. And also, why is it not possible for somebody to book? Why is it just 4 months availability? And the 4 months is always booked. So there was a day, December was not included then. It was till November. The appointment was possible till November, but everything was already booked. So there was a day I went to the website. That was the day they added December. I refreshed the page. There was no December. Then I refreshed it again. All of a sudden, there was December. And December was already all booked. I was shocked, Normally, December was supposed to be free. And they should be allowing people to book it. So somehow, they are playing game with us with the appointment page. Believe me. I have designed more than 50 websites. I have written more than, when you talk about programming, PHP code, I have written more than 20,000 pages of programming codes. There's nothing like that. They lock it. They block us out. So it's impossible for you to book an appointment on that website. Forget about it. Your option is to pray to God for a miracle, or you have to find a contact of somebody that knows somebody, and that is going to cost you at least triple of the normal payment. The normal payment is 109 euros. And when you say triple of that, you're talking about 300 upward. I've seen a lot of people pay that ridiculous amount to get to the embassy. You can ask anybody. I paid just $109. So, guys, the workers, they are supposed to be providing Nigerians with the correct information of what to do, how to do it, how to go about it to make our life easier. They will not. Their happiness is to see you miserable. Their happiness is when they see you like you are miserable, like you are about to commit suicide. That's when they are happy, They should just tell you what to do. Please go and bring these documents and we'll consider your situation. Or whenever they see a murder, just offer somebody a water to drink. Even if you want to use yourself, if you don't have an appointment, don't think you're going to enter the embassy. You will not. If you want to ease yourself, you go and look for go into the forest, go into wherever, go to a restaurant nearby. Yes, that is the situation right there at the embassy. So this is not a joke, guys. All right. And when you enter the embassy, you have to go through a process. In my situation, I couldn't pay. I got to the embassy with cash. Of course, I had appointment already, so I got inside and I met this guy at the entrance. His name starts with Y. He knows himself if he's watching this. So this guy sent me to a room where I can make payment. On getting to the room, I found out I need a bank card to make payment. I found out you can pay with your bank card. You don't have to pay online. Should in case you are having problem with payment, you don't have to pay online. You can go there with your bank card, just have enough money inside your bank account. When you get there, they accept payment with bank card, guys. They have POS. You can pay with your bank card. This information is not available anywhere else. This information I'm giving you right now. So I was with cash, not with my bank card. Yes. And this guy that starts with Y asked me to go and sit down that he was going to help me find somebody that can help me with his or her bank card to make the payment so I can pay the person in cash. I was sitting for almost 3 hours waiting for this guy to, at least I was from every 15 minutes I was going to him. Hello, I'm still waiting. My appointment was 9:30. It was already 12:30. I didn't know this guy was messing with me. After almost 3 hours, I went to this guy and he just told me there's nothing he can do. He cannot help me. 3 hours I was waiting for this guy. All right, so I went outside. I found somebody that helped me with the payment. Now we have to go to the keller, to inside the, what is it called in English? We have to go downstairs, and that's where you have to, a lady is there where you have to give the documents to. This lady is going to accept your application documents, your guarantors form, everything, and she will pass it over to the final stage. The final stage is where you take the picture and you give them your thumbprint, and they put your information into the computer. Then after the final stage is the person making the passport, putting your data page on the booklet. So on getting to this lady that was supposed to collect my application, I don't know what this lady is doing in that embassy, guys. You have to wait like 2 hours before this lady collects receive documents from you and type it into computer and send it to the next step. You have to wait like 2 hours. I was waiting for this lady. Then after this lady attend to you, luckily, finally your name is on the list, and you are next in line, to go inside and take your passport photograph and give them your thumbprint. You have to wait another 2 hours or something again, guys. Finally, like 4:30, I was able to take a picture. I was able to give them my thumbprint, and then the processing, the passport production or whatever it is started. Then I was just waiting like almost 1 hour to get my passport. Then I got it finally. So guys, that is it. If you go into Nigerian embassy and you think somebody's going to give you some information, freely, or the workers are very friendly or whatever, they are very friendly, of course, when you go through the right way they want you to go through. If you go through that way, they will be friendly to you because now you've paid for the service. If not, they are not your friend. They will insult you. I saw people being insulted, like, I don't know, any simple information that these people were supposed to just give you, like, go to this left hand side to do this thing. They will not tell you to do. They will not tell you. They will not even direct you to go anywhere. They will first humiliate you before they give you any information. That is Nigeria, guys. That is Nigeria. It's either you pay to get a perfect service or you go through hell. I went through hell, and I'm happy I got my passport finally. So when you're talking about Nigerian government and stuff is bad, it's the individual, it's the people you're dealing with. My experience with the Nigerian embassy, if I am supposed to rate them from 1 to 10, I will give them 1.1. And the 1 is because finally I got my passport. They were able to do it. If not, I would give them 0. So this concludes this video, guys. I hope you understand my point. The appointment page is not working. And if you are trying to get a Nigerian passport, if you are trying to renew your Nigerian passport and you are not ready to go through the back door, you're going to face hell. Thanks for watching. I'm your boy Dio. Have a wonderful evening, guys. Bye.